Dear students, today we are going to study preparation of some addition and condensation polymers. First one, preparation of polythene. This is an example of addition polymer. The monomer is ethene molecule. So what is the common name of ethene? Ethylene. So monomer is ethene molecule. So due to polymerization reaction, we get polythene. So ethylene becomes polyethylene. So polythene is an addition polymer which is of two types. One is LDPE, another one is HDPE based on density. So LDPE means low density polyethylene or polythene. HDPE represents high density polyethylene. So preparation of both the polyethylene molecules are given in our book. First, preparation of low density polythene molecule. So we take the monomer ethene, we just heat at 200 to 300 degrees Celsius and 1000 atmospheric pressure in the presence of oxygen as a catalyst. 1 mark. So during this polymerization reaction we take oxygen as a catalyst. Next, 1 more question is, this addition polymerization is following free radical mechanism. So last class we completed free radical polymerization. The polymerization takes place via free radical formation. So this is also following the free radical mechanism. So for free radical mechanism we need an initiator, free radical initiator. So as I told already, oxygen is the catalyst. So oxygen atoms will combine together, it forms a peroxide. So peroxide will act as a free radical initiator. So ethene becomes polythene due to free radical polymerization reaction. And this low density polyethylene is used to prepare insulating materials like cables, toys and so on. The next type of polythene is high density polythene. So here we maintain higher temperatures around 373 Kelvin and maintaining low pressure 6 to 7 atmospheric pressure in the presence of Ziegler-Natta catalyst. In the preparation of LDPE we used oxygen as a catalyst. So in high density polyethylene preparation we use Ziegler-Natta catalyst. This we already studied. Ziegler-Natta catalyst is a mixture of titanium tetrachloride and triethyl aluminum. So we get high density polythene. It has more density and a melting point. It can be used to make bottles, pipes and so on. Next addition polymer is Teflon. So this is a public question. So here the monomer is tetrafluoroethylene. You consider CF2 double bond CF2. This is derived from ethylene molecule. CH2 double bond CH2 is ethylene. All the hydrogen atoms are replaced by fluorine atoms. So we get CF2 double bond CF2. So this is tetrafluoroethylene which will act as a monomer. So we heat this monomer in the presence of oxygen or else ammonium persulfate under high pressure. So we get a polymer. The polymer is called Teflon. So this Teflon is used for making non-stick utensils and it can be used for coating articles. Next addition polymer is PAN, polyacrylonitrile, and its another name is Arlan. Okay. So the monomer is acrylonitrile. Common name is acrylonitrile or vinyl cyanide. So this is monomer. This is vinyl cyanide or acrylonitrile which will undergo polymerization reaction in the presence of peroxide initiator, free radical initiator. It forms polyacrylonitrile, PAN or else Arlan. And this can be used as a substitute of wool in making blankets as well as sweaters. So first addition polymerization over. Next one, condensation polymerization. We are going to prepare condensation polymers. So here monomers will be combined to produce a polymer with the elimination of molecules like water and ammonia. So we call this as condensation polymerization. So first example for condensation polymer is nylon 6,6. Public question. How will you prepare nylon 6,6? So here we take monomers, adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine. These are the common names. Adipic acid, so dicarboxylic acid, and hexamethylene diamine are the monomers. UPOC name have given. Adipic acid is also called as hexane 1,6-dioic acid. Hexamethylene diamine, UPOC name hexane 1,6-diamine. So when this involves in condensation polymerization, we get a nylon salt, an intermediate. Nylon salt will be formed. Again we heat it. Further heating will give you polymer with the liberation of water molecule. In condensation reaction, there will be liberation of a molecule. So water molecule is liberated. So we get nylon 6,6. Nylon 6,6 is nothing but polyhexamethylene diapamide. Next example for condensation polymer. So the monomer is caprolactam. Right? First, initially, we take caprolactam, so lactose is a monomer. We heat this monomer at 533 Kelvin in the presence of water. We get a carboxylic acid. This is called a aminocarproic acid. This will be heated again. Since it is condensation polymerization, monomers are combining together with the liberation of water molecule. Finally, we get nylon 6 condensation polymer. This can be used in the manufacturing of tire cords fabrics. Next, this is a public question. How will you prepare terline? This is also a condensation polymer. The monomers are ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. So this is called ethylene glycol. UPOC name ethane 1,2-diol. This is called a terephthalic acid. UPOC name is benzene 1,4-dicarboxylic acid. So the monomers are heated at 500 Kelvin in the presence of zinc acetate and antimony trioxide. We get the polymer terline. So another names of terline are terene and dacron. These are all the another names. And there is a formation of ester linkage. When monomers are combining, an ester linkage is formed. So this is called a polyester. Okay. So we use polyester cloth now. So that is a terline. So terline is used in wool fibers, and in safety helmets this can be used as glass reinforcing material. Next one, important condensation polymer. So this is called a cross-linked polymer. Bakelite. Bakelite is a cross-linked polymer. For this preparation, we need the monomers phenol and formaldehyde. Right? So when the monomers phenol and formaldehyde are heated in the presence of acid or base, it forms another substance called orthohydroxyl methylphenol. So this is orthohydroxyl methylphenol. This is parahydroxy or parahydroxyl methylphenol. Again, these two substances will combine with phenol. The formed ortho and parahydroxyl methylphenols will combine with phenol. It forms a linear polymer called novolac. So again, with the phenol, it produces the linear polymer called novolac. So for preparing a cross-linked polymer bakelite, we are adding formaldehyde again. So with the linear polymer novolac, we add formaldehyde, we get a cross-linked polymer bakelite. So you can check the cross links. So this is first main chain, second main chain. In between that, there will be a linkage. So this is a cross-linked polymer. And this is used in paints. When we take novolac, which is used in paints, the bakelites are used for binding laminated wooden planks, as well as in varnishes we use bakelites. So these are some condensation polymers. With this, today's class over. Tomorrow we are going to study remaining condensation polymers and rubbers. Natural and synthetic rubbers can be studied tomorrow. Thank you.